beautiful time of the year. It is known for the warm weather and lovely flowers blooming. It is known for Victoria Day, Mother's Day, and May is also Asian Heritage Month.
To celebrate all the different cultures, the 31st annual Karasaga event was held on the last weekend of May. It is the second largest cultural festival in Canada, representing more than 70 countries at 28 pavilions, including Pakistan, China, Iraq, Philippines, India, Africa, Lebanon, Greece, Ireland, Brazil, Egypt, and many more.
Karasaga is a wonderful opportunity to showcase our culture through the lifestyle, food, clothing, jewelry, singing, dancing, and traditional performances.
It is a well-known fact that Toronto, being home to 2.79 million people, is the most multicultural city in the world. But when did multiculturalism in Canada really begin?
Well, the multiculturalism policy was officially announced by Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau's government between the 1970s and 1980s. In 1982, multiculturalism was included in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom as mentioned in Section 15.1, which states, "Every individual is equal before and under the law and has the right to equal protection and equal benefit of the law without discrimination and, in particular, based on race, nationality, ethnic origin, color, or religion." Multiculturalism in Canada enables citizens the right to live freely according to their racial, religious, and cultural backgrounds, creating a wonderful country to live in.
Neighboring the most multicultural city of the world, Mississauga is where many schools are integrated into following these principles to provide a welcoming environment for all their staff and students, uniting one another. One of these multicultural schools with a student population of 1,450 students is Glen Forest Secondary School, where students are greeted with a sign stating, "Everyone from around the world is welcome." And indeed, it truly is a multicultural school, with many students from different backgrounds and ethnicities getting along and working together, seeming to embrace each other's differences. Now, let's see what their views on multiculturalism are.
How would you define multiculturalism?
I feel multiculturalism is a bunch of different cultures living in harmony with each other and not assimilating to one, but more like sharing different traditions and customs with each other.
I'd say it's a bunch of different cultures coming together to appreciate their own culture.
Multiculturalism is understanding of all sorts of cultures and accepting them.
I think that multiculturalism is different cultures coming together in a specific area and showing the different aspects of their culture to different people in other cultures.
How do you feel about your culture?
Yeah, I think I love my culture.
I like it. I love it.
No, I actually really like our culture because I love my culture.
Well, I love my culture.
I love my culture because I enjoy it because it's another way to be happy.
The Filipino culture is very festive. We're very based around food, and I love that about it.
I embrace my culture. I like our clothing. I like our food. It's amazing. Are there things that I don't like about it? Yeah, there are, to be honest. And there's things that I like more about like an American or Canadian lifestyle. I like finding the balance between both.
I feel like Serbians, we're very proud of where we're from. We like to dance a lot. We like to sing. We just like to have a good time. And also as a nation, we've been through a lot. So it's just keeping that like pride associated with like our culture and our country.
So I think that Pakistani culture is very rich in its traditions. A lot of it stems from the traditions in the north and different areas of Pakistan. And so a lot of this includes the henna. So I'm doing henna here, which is part of our culture. There's also a lot of chalk art, a lot of artistic calligraphy, and other ceramic materials that are used in different artistic creations. And it has very deep roots. And our culture definitely shapes us as who we are, and it is important in our daily lives.
There's parts that I take pride in, and there's parts that I'm not very open about, but I guess that's like your own journey as a person that, as an immigrant, as a child of immigrants, it's like everyone has their own journey.
Are there any other cultures you're familiar with or have an interest in?
Yeah, I really like Indian culture. I love Diwali and Holi. I just enjoy the colors and the joys of it, even though I don't celebrate it, but it's fun.
I'm really interested in the Spanish culture and also the Mexican culture because I feel like it's really festive.
anime, manga, which is like the Japanese culture.
The food they eat, the clothes they wear. I love Japanese clothing. It's so cool.
What do you think we as a school can do to get students to embrace their own culture and appreciate other cultures?
I feel like we should take out a lot of the stigmas and the stereotypes associated with one culture, because someone might feel ashamed or embarrassed to do a certain thing that's different than other people because of these like judgments.
I think education obviously is important from the start, like when they're young, you know, teaching them more about their own culture, but also, you know, the culture in which they're surrounded by too.
So as students, there are a lot of things that we can do. For example, volunteering. There's a lot of students over here that are volunteering at different pavilions, and that way they're integrated into whatever culture is there at each pavilion.
Well, it's a very personal thing, right? I mean, embracing someone's culture is their own choice, right? To get them to do that, I think is more about educating them to have that choice, that they should feel proud about it, that they should not be afraid to express their own culture and be proud about it and embrace it.
I think the really cool thing about Canada is that we have like so many different cultures here that we're constantly faced with other cultures. Like you can have Chinese food for like lunch, and then you have Mexican food for like dinner. It's like the great thing about Canada is that, like, you know, it's a whole bunch of cultures coming together, and like multiculturalism is like so present in our everyday lives.
What do you think we as a school can do to promote Asian Heritage Month?
Yeah, so maybe just like advertising that May is Asian Heritage Month, because I didn't know that.
I think just creating awareness that there is going to be events for Asian Heritage Month should be enough, because obviously we can't force people to embrace something they don't want to.
Mainly educating people about, you know, what Asian Heritage Month is about, what it does, and why it's important to embrace this culture, and not only that culture, but all cultures as well.
Please explain how external factors like social media and family routines affect the way teenagers view multiculturalism.
At home, we're very used to our own culture, and thus there is no stigma around being who you truly are and like being true to your roots. However, at school, due to social media and even the society around us, we have a stigma around being who you are, and we are more pushed towards conforming to the Western culture, or else we won't fit in, we won't be cool, and by not doing so, it leaves us more prone to negative consequences such as bullying or name calling. So really, social media and society around us really have a negative impact on multiculturalism. And
If we see a lot of information about different cultures, it helps us understand that there are other cultures that exist in our society, and we can learn those better and grasp their importance through social media.
I feel like in a bad way, it's just we start comparing them and feels like, oh, okay, our culture is missing this, our culture is missing that.
The social media, well, that gives a very positive role in our culture to promote all the cultures, to bringing them in front of each other. It's really great and tremendous, I must say.
I think social media is pretty open these days. Like, that's 2016. I think we're pretty open to different cultures.
I guess like when I go home and I eat like my cultural food and I talk to my mom in my native language, I feel like I'm in touch with my culture. But also at school, like I also feel like I need to be a little bit more assimilative to like the culture of everyone around me. So I guess it's like a mix of both.
Why are events such as Karasaga important to have in Mississauga and in Canada?
These events really do help us learn more about the different cultures that are there in our communities, and it can help us connect better with each other and learn more about each other.
Well, as far as this cultural program are concerned, these programs are very essential for all the community which are in Canada, that they can understand, they can know each other very well, and that's the best part of it, I must say.
Events like Karasaga definitely connect people from around the world and are an essential part of our society to highlight the different aspects of each culture. Multiculturalism is a blessing that enables individuals, regardless of their ethnicities, gender, and age, to unify and celebrate their uniqueness with each other.
Seeing all the various cultures coming together in Canada truly brings out the best of May, and multiculturalism should be appreciated and celebrated all year round, making the whole year beautiful. Because, as they say, the flower that blooms in diversity is the most rare and beautiful of them all.
And that beauty lies in the diversity of its people.